Hey everybody, welcome back to BirdTricks Kids. I'm Capri, and today we're going on a field trip. Not just any field trip, a field trip to my house. So let's get started. Babies are out. You only good kisses. Oh no, his glasses are falling.
They look kind of silly where they're at.
Yeah, I know. Can you take them off? Oh! Can you, Mom,
Looking good.
Almost every year, we have a field trip to my house where my whole school comes and gets to learn about our parrot. Some of the things that we like to teach everybody when they come are what the birds eat, what they like to do, and how we train them.
All right, well, welcome everybody. I'm Dave. I'm Capri's dad, and this is Jamie, Capri's mom. I recognize a good chunk of you guys. So by show of hands, how many of you have been here before over the last couple of years? Oh, so we got a lot. Okay, perfect. We're gonna do something pretty similar again, and just give you guys an opportunity to ask questions about the birds, learn a little bit about them. But we run a company called BirdTricks, and basically parrots are the third most popular pet in the world, but the number one most rehomed. And people give up on them. And so our job at BirdTricks is to train people how to train their pet parrots so they don't have to get rid of them. We use basic psychology, and to make it sound super complicated, it's called operant conditioning. Basically, it just means they do something we like, we give them a treat. We can't really use punishment with them. It doesn't really work. So we'll answer all sorts of questions for you, but the first one that I know most of you are starting to ask is, are they parrots? And there's two things that are required for a parrot to be a parrot. Do any of you have any idea what those two things might be? Your hand went up first.
Being able to mimic.
Being able to mimic, that is a trait that they share, but it's not something that makes them a parrot. Well, let's look at their feet. What do you notice about their feet? Buddy? What do you notice about their feet? How many toes do they have? You might need to come closer. One of the factors that makes a parrot is that they have 2 toes in front, 2 toes in back. And then the other thing has to do with their beak. They have a curved hook beak, and that makes them a parrot. So anything from a parakeet or a budgie still is in the parrot family, all the way up to these guys, which are macaws, and they are also in the parrot family. And these two guys both have slightly different color mutations. So their back is just a blue-green dominant, and then we have a dominant. So these guys are they're free flyers. So we do take them outside with all of our birds. They're fully flighted, so they can fly away, which is why we spend a lot of time training them so that they can get exercise outside, which he really wants to do right now. What you're noticing is every time they're doing something I want, I pay them. Something really interesting to note is we don't use hunger as a motivator. We use a really high-value treat. And these guys love pine nuts and almonds, and that's a really high-value treat for them. So when I wanted him to go back in the cage, since I want to see more of that, I gave him a little treat. It's no different than you or I getting a paycheck for showing up for the job. They quit giving you money, you quit showing up. And you want to make sure that these guys keep showing up. All right, check out what Bondi does here. This is pretty cool. Oh, wow. And then she also does the rock out.
Cressy mimicking.
I think some of the things that my classmates like the most is holding the birds and getting photos with them and watching them fly in our indoor aviary. We also like to show them how we take care of our birds, since we have many different areas for them, like our back porch, indoor aviary, our quarantine room, our garage, and like big cages that we can roll outside onto our driveway.
You leading the way?
So while you guys are doing that, this is Cressy. She's an African gray. Do you guys have any idea where she's from? Las Vegas. But yes, they are native to Africa. So if you listen closely, you're going to hear her say her name. What's your name? Cressy. That's right. Do it again. What's your name? Yeah. What do you wish it was? Yeah. So when we're trying to shift the trainer to be Constance, Tusa's confused, and so he's still looking to Capri for information. So she just went and stood behind Constance, and then Tusa's like, oh, okay, I'm going to go that direction, almost like the peel of a magnet would have. Nice. Same thing, we're going to start out by having you hand him a treat so he understands that you are a potential trainer. Nice. he's interesting. He will work all day. You could give him, he weighs about 1,000 grams. You could give him about 1,000 grams of pine nuts and he's still gonna keep flying.
Since we have our studio, that's where we like to do all our photos, since we have many backdrops in there.
Ready? Does that feel weird?
Yeah.
Oh, a little slippery up there.
It's too. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video, guys. Bye, guys.